Hello, 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 welcome to the first in potentially a series of videos where we play as a Death Knight in World of Warcraft Classic. We will be serving Arthas, we will be serving the Scourge, and I'm sure that won't change at any time. We will indeed be fighting for the Lich King. Don't read into where the Lich King came from, or like maybe where the Lich King was originally inspired, but I wouldn't worry about that sort of stuff. Alright, so today we're going to do this. We're right at the very beginning. You haven't missed anything at all. We are just about to get in, and we're going to start customizing the character. So it's definitely going to be a Blood Elf female. I'm sorry. That's just who I am as a person. You're just going to have to learn to accept this. So we're gonna swing me over here. We're going to swing me over here. Calcidar says, it's weird they asked players to keep standards Blizzard themselves didn't uphold. Right? Yeah, exactly. 100%. Okay, so we're gonna be a female, which I think they've actually changed the body type now. So yeah, we're gonna be the feminine body type, I guess. Right, skin color. Right, we want to be like ghouly, right? We want to be like as. Can I zoom in at all? Oh, this is still classic. Right, we want to be like as ghostly pale as possible. I think this is it, right? We want to be kind of a little bit monstrous, you know? We don't want to be a little bit monstrous. Okay, Modros the Mauler, says Pixie. I'm asking chat for the name. See, this is the sort of joy that y'all are missing over on the YouTube lands. Okay, so we got I think that's the spookiest. Ooh, hold on now. There's some choice here. There's some choice. Asmodeus says, the junkie is back to WoW. I have a couple of foibles. I've got a couple of addictions. And yes, indeed, this is one of them. I don't want to be... So, ultimately, I'm playing a Blood Elf, right? Like, nobody wants to play a Blood Elf and be too ghouly. I'm just gonna go for the super peel, I think. Like I'm a Victorian lady, you know? Alright, so, what's our face like? Let's see what the options are. Let's be... That's, like, very prim and proper for a Blood Elf, I think. I may be dead, but I still have time to do my makeup. Thank you very much. So we're probably not going to do that one. Let's do, like, an angry one. I think I would be kind of mad if I was... That's, like, I've done my makeup, but I haven't gone, like, too hard on it. It's not, like, evening yet. Ooh, I kind of like this one, honestly. Yeah, she looks a little bit mean. She looks a little bit mean there. They all look a little bit mean, actually, now that I'm looking at them. Yeah, I kind of like this face, honestly. I'll be honest, it's kind of hard to determine the difference. Queenie. Okay, I kind of like that. I kind of like that name, yeah. YouTube Scrubs missing out on choice interactivity here, says Pixie. Exactly, right? How many other things can you interact with the AI and it interacts back, right? I mean person. I'm not an AI. I'm not an AI. They haven't replaced us yet. I'm sorry, guys. You should have programmed me better. God. Okay, right. Gonna turn on the fan here. It's getting a little bit hot. It's getting a little bit hot. I don't have the cream soda, actually. I've drank all my cream soda. I'm on the raspberry. Yeah, just raspberry tonight. Just on the raspberry. The Robo Voice is explained. No. I actually, I tell you what. I drank all of my cream soda watching and reviewing Warhammer Plus shows. How about that? A little bit of a sneak peek into the future, huh? I might only be able to get this on Patreon. That's what patrons pay for. I really should update Patreon soon, actually. It's going to be an exclusive Patreon live stream soon. But yeah, I was watching some Warhammer Plus shows because I'm going to be reviewing them. And unlike most content creators, I will be showing plenty of Warhammer Plus footage in it. Because it's fair use, baby. It's fair use, baby. And Games Workshop can come after me if they want, but it's fair use, baby, and I will fight it. I don't think they will, honestly. I don't think they will come for me. Alright, okay. So, hairstyle. Oh, I do not like this. But it's very, very in keeping. It's very in keeping. Gotta get all the value you can out of this up. Yeah, exactly, Pixie. Exactly. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier. That I had to subscribe to Warhammer Plus for the Warhammer Vault. I had to subscribe for the Warhammer Vault to get access to all the White Dwarfs. So I was like, damn. I got. I never wanted to subscribe to it, so I figured I may as well review the server. Thank you very much for the gifted sub there, Asmodeus. Thank you very much. There you go, Notable Joe. You're super notable. Can we get some hype in the chat, please? Thanks very much, Asmodeus. Very lovely, very kind of you. Awesome. I need to get these more bloody emojis. Right. Hairstyle. Let's go for, what do you want? I think maybe Oh, I've got so many blood elves. I'm like, damn, which one have I not done? Whoa, look at this. That's a bit wet and wild. I think Wrath of the Lich King, they bring in the Barber, actually. So this isn't as... That is a very... Like, I think that's more of a Warlocky look. Maybe resend the emojis from the server. Ooh, we could get some of those emojis. Yeah. Yeah, we could do. All right, so that's what we got. I'm liking this. Although I think the Huntress... I think that Ramblin' might have that already. So let's go for... I think that's Discourse's hair. Maybe this? Maybe go for this? I kind of like this. It's kind of like short, you know? Ooh, let's go for like a spooky haircut. Let's go for a spooky haircut. It's getting into Halloween, you know? Ooh, look at that. Damn. Oh. I think I might go for a white hair, you know? Ghostly white. I think I like this. Let's call her Frost Woman. Frost sad. Let's give her some earrings. I mean, was she even wearing earrings? She's like an undead zombie person. Like, maybe she died with earrings and she just never got rid of them. Yeah, sure. Although I don't want to get red earrings because then I'm kind of committing to a spec, right? Because you can choose blood, unholy, or frost. You know, it's like red, green, or blue. And I don't want to go red because what if I don't go blood? Although I might go blood. Yeah, let's go for like some of these more gnarly earrings. I always like the ones where the studs are all over the place. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Yes, I like this. Okay. Right, here we go. It's time for the name. Woo! Alright, it's time for the name. What name are we going for? I didn't like Molar. I gotta be honest, guys. How about Valencia? How about that? It's a no way we got that name. That name feels... Yeah. Error creating character. Apparently. That name is unavailable. Yeah, it felt too much. That's an orange. That's not an orange. There's no eye color, which is pretty wild. Let's try spooks. Spooky, ghostly, terrifying. Nope, you can only add emotes. I can send them over again. This is the mullet. The mullet is pretty spooky. I need to... Speaking of which, I need to get a haircut, actually. Let's think of hair. What hair? You got me on hair. You got me on hair now. What's this person look like to you? Draxia, says Liquid Snake 420. Daraxia. Ooh, Daraxia. I kind of like that. I'm gonna riff on that. I'm gonna riff. Draxina? No. I kind of want more of a... Let's see. Terrifying. No. No. How about, Draxia. Deathums. Damn. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna pause the recording, and we're gonna come up with a name on stream, and then we'll just so the YouTube folk don't have to watch us struggle with this. Hello and welcome back. We've decided the name. Well, we did decide. I did an executive decision. It's Moloch. Okay, it's a very short, sweet name. My house rule, my headcanon for this name is this. She doesn't remember her real name from what she had before. This is like her chosen name. This is what she has chosen, and it's just a guttural. It's like the first word she heard from one of the ghouls that was like pulling her body from the pile of corpses. Moloch. Okay, there we go. We got ourselves a dirty name. Let's do this. Enter the world. Can you guys hear the audio okay, by the way? I think it actually might be way down very low. I think it might be down way very, very low. Let's turn the master volume up. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Can you hear it now? Yes, Zan. Yep. World of Warcraft. Can you hear the noise okay? Yep. Alright, awesome. So let's enter the world. Let's see what the context is. Because we get ourselves a special little, if I remember correctly, there's like a special sort of little starting scenario here that you have to go through. If I remember correctly. Thinking the Necropolis, right? Red for blood. We're the baddies now. I don't know why my camera's like frame rate dips when I'm in these loading screens on World of Warcraft.
A hero. That's what you once were.
Ooh.
You stood boldly against the shadow and purchased another dawn for the world.
Damn.
With your life. But the evil you fought is not so easily banished. The victory you claimed, not so easily held. For now, the specter of death looms above the world yet again, and it has found new champions to bring about its final reign. Knights of darkness, wielding runes of death and destruction, bound by the will of the Lich King. This is the hour of their ascension. This is the hour of your dark rebirth.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Woo! Oh, World of Warcraft. It's like I never left. Alright, so we're like level... Yeah, we're level 55. That's what we are. We're level 55.
All life must end.
Sure thing, Chief. Okay, in service of the Lich King.
To your master.
Oh, I like the gnome is here. In service of the Lich King, all that I am, anger, cruelty, vengeance. I bestow upon you, my chosen knight. I have granted you immortality so that you may herald in a new dark age for the Scourge. Gaze now upon the lands below us. The Scarlet Crusade scurries to undo my work, while Light's Hope stands defiantly against us. A blemish upon these plague lands. They must all be shown the price of their defiance. You will become my force of retribution. Where you tread, doom will follow. Go nigh and claim your destiny, Death Knight. We got to report to some instructor. Sure thing, Chief. Sure thing, Chief. It's very Chief. Yeah, this is like, I've been building the Warcry set. Oh, he's actually reading the... He's reading the quest text. I did that already, Chief. No need to do that, everyone. So kill everyone. Got it. That's the classic dream. Yeah, you just take the quest, you run. You just go. So, I've been building the Warcry warband, the Horns of Hashut. And let me tell you, they got some weird scaling going on. Like, the Rudiator alphas for them are absolutely massive chunky boys. Like, you compare them, it's absolutely wild. Like, even here, I'm sure you can see the difference in size between the one on, like, here and this one. Like, it's hugely different. They're meant to be both normal people. I don't get it. The Lich King is like very like all about telling me everything he wants. All right, let's go do this. I think these guys were all bosses in Stratholme, or no, not Stratholme, like the fly floaty necropolis thing. Okay, you have heard the call of the Lich King. Death Knight. Don't wander off, dude. Don't wander off, bro. Now is the time to answer your master. All right, complete quest. Emblazoned Runeblade. The single most important quest of equipment to a Death Knight is the Runeblade. It is through the Runeblade that a Death Knight commands the powers of Frostblood and the Unholy. The Runeblade also acts as a vessel to store the Death Knight's runic power. The time has come to create your first Runeblade. Search the weapon racks on this floor and locate a battle-worn sword. Once found, take the sword to a nearby rune forge and use it to create a Runeblade. Oh, damn. I can do that. So the thing that I love about the Death Knights is that they get some really banging armor. Like, I'm actually a huge fan of this, like, hood and stuff. It looks really cool. It's God tier scaling. Yeah, Pixie. And I think that's where God tier really got it from. That and, like, MOBAs, you know? The fact is the hero... Oh, what do we do? I have to do it something in a forge, right? Yeah. No, that's me forging. Oh, look at me go. Joyous Journeys. Experience gains increased by 50%. That's pretty wild. I'm watched over and protected by the Lich King. Nice. Alright. Runeblade. Yeah, I got it. Alright. He's like, successfully created your first Runeblade. With it, you'll now sow the seeds of anarchy and destruction. In your wick. Oh, the world will be bloody. Okay, he wants me to kill stuff. Sure. Cool, I got a sword now. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to play. Now I'm ready to play. The mark of your war is etched incredibly upon your soul. Damn. Well, that's pretty wild. I guess my soul's been like tainted or whatever. Return to me with your blade glow. So he wants me to use my rune fortune ability to engrave a rune on my blade, and then I may freely replace the engraving upon your weapon at any time. Do the Leagues of Votan, anybody know? Do they have like a runic system at all where you can like imbue your weapons? That'd be kind of neat. It fixes your rune weapon with a rune that has a chance to increase damage by 20%. Or I can get just 2% extra weapon damage. I think that this one's like way better, right? Even if it's a chance. It would have to be like 2% of my weapon damage. Yeah, I think this one's better. It just feels better. Okay. So I did that. What do you want me to do now? Remember these words. The Runeforge is a scourge instrument. It exists only in Acaris. Naxxramas. Naxxramas. That was the name of the quest. Hey there, Overboard DM says, just ordered the new kill team Into the Dark. I want that train. You can use it in sci-fi roleplay games as well. Yeah, the walls are useful, right? The walls are definitely useful. I have a bunch of the old Necromunda. Oh, God, what was it from? What was the box set called? Dark Uprising train. And it's been very useful. I will say, one thing to be very careful of with the Out of the Dark terrain is that if you prime it, you won't be able to connect the walls to one another. So there's like little tabs where they fit in. There was a video done on this by, oh God, he's like a really big kill team content creator. But there was like a video done on this by him, and basically, if you prime the little tabs that go into the walls, they don't fit anymore. So before you prime it, make sure that the little outy sticky bits that are meant to like slot into the walls are covered with like tape or something. Plan on magnetizing it. Yeah, that's probably pretty smart, to be honest, because it looks kind of a little bit finicky to put together, perfectly frank. Okay, so I'm fighting this dude. An unworthy initiate. I mean by extension, I'm worthy, which is good. So, I mean, at least... Tabletop minion, says Lemon. No, it wasn't Uncle Adam who mentioned it. Not that I remember anyway. I did watch Uncle Adam's video on it, but it was somebody else I first saw mention it. What am I doing here? I'm just like hitting buttons.
I can't.
So, what abilities have I got? Oh God, I actually don't know how the hell this class works. I'm just like hitting stuff and going. Yeah. All right. So let's have a look at this first. Okay. So we got like two unholy runes up here. Let's increase the size of our interface. Let's see. Display. Action bars. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How the hell do I increase the size, the scaling of this water collision? Right. Oh, enable floating combat text. Yes, obviously, please. It would be in key bindings? Action bar? No. It would be in interface, surely. Display. How the hell do I increase the size of my action bars? Only horizontal. Mouse lock. Features. Equipment manager. Ooh, yes, let's preview talent changes. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So it looks like they do a lot. Voice chat. Reads chat text out loud using the voice text. Wow. Huh. That's pretty wild. Right, I don't know how to increase it. I can't see. I can't see it. He brought up the issues in his video. Fair enough. Glass half full is who it was. Glass half full. As expected, my chosen knight has triumphs. You're already Moloch. Wait, hold on, bro. I need to like learn how my abilities work. I feel very unprepared for this. Okay. Behold Acaris, the grand citadel of death. It has no equal in this world, and not even the mighty Naxxramas could withstand a direct assault from the Ebon Hold. Looming above the face of the necropolis is the all-seeing eye of Acaris. From it, the Master is able to see great distances into the territories held by our enemies. What the eye sees, the Lich King sees. And now the time has come for you to peer through the eye. The Lich King has called for you, Moloch. Go now, suffer well, sister. It's like I've joined the Imperium or something. This is wild. They're all like talking about how much they can't wait to kill stuff. Gyrus, touching base here and saying, not really sure how I feel about something I vividly remember being brand new, now being called classic. Actually, no, I know how I feel old. Darius, you and me both, buddy. You and me both. A lot of this stuff is still just contemporary to me. Just contemporary, WoW. Just contemporary. It's not classic. It's contemporary. The WoW retail WoW, like these days, is very different. It's a very different beast. I'm really glad it's out though, because I missed this old playstyle. You just never get it anymore, you know. The time of Arthas, the time to spill the blood of our enemies approaches. You must first learn what it is that you seek to destroy before rushing headlong into battle. It is what separates a death knight from a mindless ghoul. This Lich King's very like thoughtful, you know? Very nice. I will grant you sight beyond sight, my champion. You will use the Eye of Arthas to steal our enemy secrets. Oh, yeah, let's get his credit card details. Imagine Sauron was doing that with, like, this big eye. Just, like, being all like, I see you, and, like, finding out people's, like, bank account passwords and stuff. It'd be absolutely wild. Like, Middle-earth would not be ready for it. Towering above this platform is the Eye of Arthas. From it, you will call forth a probe. We're getting very aliens here, very X-Files, that you will then use to analyze Scarlet Crusade fortifications in New Avalon. Scarlet Crusade, of course, being like one of the coolest factions in all of World of Warcraft. The Eye, very Imperium, actually. Very like, you know, oh, we gotta kill all the undead. We're gonna burn everything because we're not sure what the Taint of Undeath has already infected. The Eye is a host of powers that should make the acquisition of this data simple. Use the Eye siphon to analyze the Forge, Town Hall, Whole Chapel, yeah, yada yada yada. The Scourge will have this place, the Lich King commands it. Sure thing, Chief. So, he wants me to go use the Eye Acheron. Where is it? Here it is. Oh my god, okay. So, let's do this. Alright, we got ourselves an eyeball. Right, what's happening? What's happening? Blood presence. The Eye of Arthas launches towards it. Okay, so it looks like we just gotta chill out. Then you have people in their 20s say they're old and you want to cry. Hey, come on. People in their 20s feel old. You know, I think once you leave, like, your teenage years and you kind of go out in that big bad world, and then especially if you go to, like, university, I feel like you have, like, a little bit of an arrested development. Oh. Okay. Citizens of Havenshire. Oh my god, they can see me. Okay, I thought I was like an invisible eyeball. I didn't realize that, like, I could be got. I thought I was like an invisible eye. Come on. I just figured that, like, your big spy probe, that you would make it, like, you know, invisible or whatever. Oh my god, what the hell's going on? What the hell am I meant to do? Analyze. Right, I gotta siphon it? Summon ghouls. Oh my god, I can summon ghouls? This thing ain't no goddamn just, like, eyeball. It's like a walking, talking necromancer. Let's summon some ghouls. Oh, nice. Cool. I like it. Wahahaha. While my distraction goes on, I will tap one and bing-a-ling-a-bing-bong this hold. Fly away. Overboard DM says, you're not invisible. Well, I could have used that knowledge a little bit earlier. Luckily, it looks like I healed back. Looks like I healed back all my health. Let's go hang out at the old church. Hang out at the old graveyard. Oh, got yourself some ghouls now. Take that. Hello there, Moira Seviver. How you doing? Are you having a good evening? What day is it? It's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. So, Tuesdays are pretty good. Tuesdays aren't that bad. We're getting into the very close to the it's Wednesday my dude's day. So that's not too bad at all. We're looking for the Forge. By the fires of Mount Doom. Oh, there it is. By the old lake. It's kind of funny, actually. So blacksmiths traditionally used to be viewed as a kind of little bit magical in a lot of ways. They used to have a lot of knowledge. If you ever read any of the Discworld series, the kind of Granny Og books, Discworld was like a fantasy series done by Terry Pratchett, and Granny Og was a witch, and there's like a different series following different characters, and there was like a kind of Granny Og series of books, and I think it was her like nephew was a blacksmith, and he had like all this like special blacksmith magic, and it was very fun. She was a witch. Peeping Tom, that's what they call me. Heaven forbid the people in their mid-30s. You land that me and Soda sponsorship yet? Asked Ryan. Unfortunately not, no. Lich King, I return, master. Oh, I gotta cancel. Woo! Unfortunately not. I haven't landed it yet, but we're still Fingers crossed. We're gonna work on it. Death comes from on high. They prepare for battle as expected. I mean, like, this thing here, this is like a giant death ship. It's not exactly subtle. It's not exactly subtle. If this thing arrived outside my town, I'm gonna be honest, I would panic. I think I'd be a little bit concerned. There'd be a worry. I'd probably at the very least call a town meeting to discuss the massive giant floating death ship outside. So, but there's something else. I sense an old enemy, an enemy I destroyed long ago. Ooh, okay, a little bit of curious, a little bit of a wrinkle going on. It matters not. We will send the full might of the Scourge against them before they have a chance to evacuate their homes and put in place their defenses. I like it. Okay, good plan, Chief. I'm like a yes man, is what I am to the Lich King. I'm like, good job, sir. Good job. Well done. Yes, agreed, sir. Agreed. Listen well, Death Knight, for I give to you the words that will start a war. My final judgment has been passed. Death to all. None shall stand so boldly against the might of the Scourge without reprisal. Honestly, I probably would have not had the sort of dramatic pauses between the words, but there we go. As you have served me well in your first task, I'm like newly risen, bro. I would not give me much responsibility right now. So too shall you serve me in your next task. Take my judgment to High Lord Mograine at the command post of Arthas first on the ground floor. Tell him to begin the assault. When the crusade has been dealt with, we'll finish. Okay, just be a messenger. I can be a messenger. That's like a much better. I was worried he was going to be like, right, you go spearhead the assault. I would have been like, dude, I would not give that to me. Nobody knows me. Right, what do I got to do? Use the glowing transporter. Really, they're going to beat me down. They're not even going to give me like a mount or a horse or something. Damn. Her eldest son. Scython says, oh my god, so many mixed feelings with this starting zone. Oh, Scython, do tell. So far, I mean, I'm kind of liking it. So, I'm not very used to this kind of direction in a starting zone, you know? It's clear what they were going. They were going for like a very story-based one.
Okay.
Let's see. The might of the Scourge. The hordes of war will soon echo across this land, waking the dead and calling forth the Scourge war machine. Woe unto those who stand in our way. That's how Darian Mograine sounds, by the way. You and your brethren will lead the charge, Moloch. When next I look upon the Scarlet Lands, my sight will be obscured by the legions of Arthas. This march upon New Avalon begins now. Then he pushes up his glasses. Alright, complete quest. Sweet. The Scourge Commander, Thalanor, awaits your arrival at the overhang located directly southeast of our current location. Report that Thalanor requisition a Scourge Griffin to deliver you to Death's Breach. The hell's that noise? You hear that? The hell's going on? It's war. Suffer well, sister. Alright, let's do this. And I think I picked up a necklace. There. Sick. Oh, I replaced the necklace. So I got like a green everywhere. I got like a ton of green items. Alright, so we gotta speak to this guy. What? I haven't read Discworld, but Wayland from Germanic myth is sort of a wizard craftsman, says Wizard Smith, yeah. Jared says, I have a soft spot for the Death Knight starting zone, even if it's just for the way I continue to stay relevant to Death Knights of both faction, even in the post-game. Even in World of Warcraft Legion, right? It was still like the class hall. Sorry, excuse me, it was the class hall, wasn't it?
The war has begun. Death Knight, I shall place you upon my finest griffin and deliver you to Death's Bridge. Chaos, death, and destruction. You will herald all of this and more.
Okay, complete quest.
Below Arthas stands Death's Bridge, the staging post for our assault upon the Scarlet Crusade. You are to ride one of my Scourge Griffins located on either side of this platform and report to Prince Valinor. Do as he says and you may live to see these lands fall before us.
Sure thing, Valinor. No problem, Chief. Alright, let's do this. Wait, where? Was I meant to speak to somebody? Oh, I think they're on the ground. Okay, let's do this. Evil foghorns. Yeah, Drimp. That's pretty spooky. To be honest, it scared me. It scared me a little bit. Hoot says, I've got the blame for my old addiction to Warhammer Online coming back again and again. My hunger for killing destruction. I make no apologies for awakening the deep overriding hunger in people's hearts for these old MMOs. I make no bones for it. It was so like, I haven't played it at the time. I think a lot of people I think a lot of people forget, like, just how transformative these games felt at the time. Absolutely, like, the idea of being in the shared world with other people and talking with them and socializing online was not as part of just the fabric of everyday life. And then you jump on this, and suddenly you're meeting these people from all around the world. You're chatting to people with guilds and stuff. They were so social. And that's what I loved about this game. And I love this about MMOs generally. I love the social elements of them. I've always wanted to. I love connecting and, like, meeting with people and chatting with them and stuff. And getting their thoughts and stuff. So, oh, the Scarlet Harvest. Do you smell it? Fresh meat. The scent of Scarlet Crusader whiffs through the air. Apologies, Death Knight. I'm sure you're not interested in my choice of fine cuisine. You are here to work, to lead the charge. Yes, I know. The Lich King has told me all that I need to know about you, Moloch. The time for bloodshed is now. Okay. They make their stand now, outside of Death's Breach, futilely attempting to push us back in hopes of saving their horses' minds, lumber, and citizens. This will be our first lesson in Scourge warfare. Terror! Oh, damn, this was me during the War on Terror. Wow, okay, very political, Blizzard, very political. Go to the front line south of here and destroy Scarlet Crusaders. Leave their corpses so that we may utilize them for the Death March. But most importantly, kill the fleeing villagers. Soldiers die nor in affordance, but villagers. That is what strikes fear to the hearts of man. Oh, very Joker, very Joker. Talking about school buses full of kids and patrols in Fallujah. My goodness. This is getting very political. All right. Full immersion or nothing, says Alignment Dank. I'm not committing to a voice for every character because they're gonna get confused in my head. When Wrath of the Lich King came out, I immediately realized that the pinnacle of WoW was already over. The system couldn't take another max level increase. A lot of niche abilities were grouped in with other class abilities and didn't stack anymore. When I saw Wrath and made content clear after a week, I left with the words, "This is jump and run online." Wrath of the Lich King drove me away from WoW. So I don't think you're alone, honestly. I think that Wrath of the Lich King is well remembered, but I think it was like the peak. It was like the expansion that killed WoW. Because if you look at the numbers, WoW hit its peak in that expansion, but then it kind of stays steady and then it goes down. It never goes above it. And I think that like if Wrath had been good and the next expansion had been great, the numbers could have kept going up, but they didn't. Grand Theft Palomo. How for sure it is that the Crusade has a stable full of horses a mere stone's throw from this post. This is a very cheery horseman. Though they guarded tenaciously, an enterprising young Death Knight could break through their defenses and take what is rightfully theirs. Once they acquire a horse, really, I'm gonna go nick a horse. Is that like my big evil scheme? From the Havenshire stables, return it to me, and we'll see what can be done about transforming it into a proper death charger. Remember, Moloch, it's only stealing if you're caught. Watch out for that deranged stablemaster, Kodrick. Okay, nice. I like this. Bonus talents. Wait, hold on. Have I getting talent points? No, I haven't. Okay, I got excited there for like a hot little second. I thought I was gonna get it. I even pulled out my old collector's edition of Warhammer Online. Ooh, damn. My poor unpainted white dwarf model in it. Wrath of the Lich King and, Wrath should have been the end, in my opinion. I don't know if it should have been the end, but yeah, like Burning Crusade and Wrath were absolutely peak WoW, but I'm not sure if I only think that because those were the years I played the most. So Gyrus, I thought that for a while. Like, I thought that Wrath of the Lich King and Burning Crusade and like Vanilla WoW were like peak WoW, and that, but I thought that it was nostalgia, honestly. I thought it was like, I'm just being nostalgic, you know, be like a little bit of a grognard. But then Classic WoW came out, I played it again, I was like, no, these games are better. Like, I just genuinely find them more interesting than retail. Because you have to team up with people, and you have to, like, socialize with people. A lot of the quest content is hard to solo, which means that you have to work with other people. And that has problems, like, long-term in the game, especially, like, later on in its lifespan, because not everyone's around that can help you with that content. But when you're first when you're first leveling up and there's loads of people around, that's when it's choice. It works smoothly and perfectly. Jem says, horse thief, like the 1800s. Yeah, first we're stealing horses, then we're gonna go scrumping. What next? Alright, I don't know, Death's Challenge. Born of the Lich King's victory over Illidan Stormrage in the heart of the Frozen Wastes, Death's Challenge is a rite of passage that all Death Knights must undergo. Seek out other Death Knights of Akris and challenge them to a duel. They must accept and fight until a victory emerges. Go now, Moloch. Victory for the Scourge. Glory to the Lich King. Alright, sure thing. I'm gonna forget all of these voices, though. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back and, like, remember any of these voices. Let's go speak to this guy. Actually, what the hell are we doing? I haven't engaged with the quest at all. This guy, sure, he's a skeleton, right? So, like, his quest text is... That's it. I can't know if you can hear anything. It's just me clumping. It's just me clumping real loud. Clump, 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 clump. So he wants me to recover 15 Saronite arrows. So sure thing, Chief. I can do that. Okay. Right. So what the hell are we doing? Like, now I need to actually engage with them. So I have to choose the battle Death Knight initiates or players. Let's fight some initiates, I guess. And let's use this as an opportunity. I challenge you, Death Knight.
Suffer well.
I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to, like, figure out what the hell's going on. So this chills a target. Okay, so this harnesses the unholy energy that surrounds you, forcing them to attack. Okay, and then this chills the target and infects them with a frost fever, a disease that deals periodic damage and reduces melee and ranged attack speed. Okay, deals high threat. Plague Strike is a vicious strike that deals 50% weapon damage plus 63 and infects them with blood plague. Okay. And it uses up, it looks like, one of these, so I can't do that unless I have a rune. And then Blood Strike deals damage, and it deals more damage per disease I have on them. Okay, so I want to do like this. I want to go Frost, Unholy, Blood, is kind of the vibe. That's the vibe, right? They didn't do a good job of world building or making the story and thread of the expansions feel like a long-term investment. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think each expansion was like a door closed, next one. And that's fine if you're gonna, like, play different characters every time. But not if you're not. If you're playing the same character, it feels kind of weird for everything to be so divorced. I mean, it feels very artificial to me. The Lich King was a constant threat. The mini scourge events before Wrath response help body Arthas. You're gonna take all your keys and run off with your mom. Yeah, like, so they build them up. But I think part of this comes from the fact that a lot of the characters in both Wrath of the Lich King and the Burning Crusade are that they are characters that have been set up in previous iterations in the franchise, right? So, like, Warcraft 3, you met Illidan, who showed up in the Burning Crusade, and you met Arthas, who then is, you know, the big bad in Wrath of the Lich King. You meet these characters in that game, you see their origin stories, and so you face them. But then, like, you go into Cataclysm, the next WoW expansion after this, and, like, who the hell's Deathwing? Well, I think he showed up in Warcraft 2 maybe once. And, like, that's it, right? The duel will begin. So I like the way they're kind of doing, like, a dueling thing here. That's kind of neat. But yeah. So I don't think, oh, what does this do? Causing damage or healing. So I can heal. So that's kind of similar to Warcraft 3 style. This is so obviously the Death Knight as a class was based on a Warcraft 3 like hero unit, and this is what's known as a hero class. Oh yeah, I got some mushrooms. Gonna need some mushrooms. Sick. This is known as a hero class. So I'm starting at level 55, which is pretty sweet. Because it says, I think that was a big turnoff for me. You have to make friends. Yeah, I get it. Like, I understand why they changed it, right? But I personally, I'm always opposed to, like, systems like looking for group and stuff, because I kind of resent mechanizing things that I think should just be left up to the community to sort of do. So, like, I don't think a looking for group tool is necessary, because I think the community should, like, looking for group chat served a really important purpose, which was that people got to know each other because they were forced. They were forced to. Like, sometimes you need to do that.
I can't do that.
Sometimes the conversation, like, sometimes players have to do stuff they don't want to do. I don't think, like, forcing people to, like, group up, I think is actually kind of good, because it forces people to then, like, make friends. I get, like, how that sucks for some people, but for me it was good. Like, for me personally, like, in my subjective experience. Listen, I'm tired, full of poutine, fried Oreos, and craft beer. You never told me, actually, I don't think, or maybe I missed it. How was the fair? What do you do in a fair in New England? It seems like you're always running her off to like some fair or something.
Our master's will be done.
Do you see any cosmic horrors or like any dumb witch monsters? There was a lineage to the world building through all the games. There's some of that with the Warlords of Draenor, of the old orc characters, but we got the whole alternate timeline. Yeah, I actually didn't. So I remember when I first heard about Warlords of Draenor, I thought it was a joke because it leaked. It leaked, and I genuinely just thought it was mad. I just thought it was crazy. Like it just sounded so like wild. Like absolutely buck wild that they would do like time travel. That like the big bad from the previous expansion would break out of prison and time travel, like travel into the past. Like that was so high concept. To the victor goes the glory, Death Knight. Well done. The Village King looks favorably upon you this day. Okay, I get insignia. Oh, sick! I got the best PvP trinket. This is the one that removes your all effects, which costs lost control of your character. Sick. Okay, what's next? What are we doing next? We gotta steal a horse. I gotta kill a bunch of Starlight Crusaders. I gotta nick some arrows. So let's drop down. I kind of vaguely recall where the horse is. I kind of vaguely recall. He calls you Cupcake, says Drim. Who called me Cupcake? Let's go. Death Knight starting zone is certainly fun, says Scython. Yeah, I mean, so far it's good. So far it's good. Game sounds are overwhelming. Okay, let me lower it down a little bit. Does that sound better? Does that sound a little better? Let me know. Never got into WoW. Came out the year as fresh-faced poor college student. I vicariously enjoy nostalgia from hanging out and watching others play. Oh, let's pull this guy. Oh yeah. All right. Let's ping him, and then let's do the old blood. I do feel like, so this deals damage. I don't know how much. This deals damage. I don't know how much. Okay. So I think we're just gonna go for it.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay, so I gotta kill 10 of the. I gotta kill 10 of the knights. I gotta kill 10 of these peasants. These guys are like lower level than me. They're actually not even. Damn, I'm like not even getting experience from fighting them. I am from these guys though. That's good. I love the Scarlet Crusaders. I absolutely adore them. The whole like they're the last remnants of like the nation state. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So this sounds a lot better now. Okay.
I can't cast it.
Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit more because I have to be kind of quiet because my parents are asleep, so I can't be going buck wild. It's not Mardi Gras over here. I gotta be sort of a little bit aware. I've also got an early morning tomorrow because I need to write the next script for the next video because the last video took so much time and effort that it was kind of to the wire, and I didn't get any time. Oh, there's an arrow to plan out the next video. And my video schedules are kind of wild because I have a video out every 4 days, basically like 2 videos a week. 1 week it comes out on what is it? 1 week it's Tuesday and then Saturday, and then the next week it's Wednesday and then Sunday. Ooh, abandoned meal. Atop the meal box are several illegible letters and scrolls. Useless. Perhaps you should check inside. Sure, why not? Thank you very much, Ryan. Thank you very much. It was a very well done video. Cheers. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, honestly. It's kind of annoying. So that video took like a ton of time and effort to do, and it did not get very good views. It's like kind of bombing at the minute, which is just always really sad. It's like kind of like it's just the nature of the beast, you know? It's just how this works. It doesn't matter like how much effort you put into a video in the background. Like some topics are just not going to be of interest to more people. And so like, that's the goal. Like I kind of view it as a feeling though, if I'm like not able to present a video like that in a way that people get interested in it. But then on the other hand, you're sort of trying to like walk this tightrope where if you try to make something sound really exciting and interesting, you get immediately accused of like clickbait. Oh, this is ranged. Okay, I can do like the frosting ranged. Okay, that changes things a little. Okay, there's a captain here on a horse. I kind of like the way she's just not getting off her horse. That's pretty wild. Well, that's pretty wild. So yeah, like, so that gets a little bit frustrating because I get accused of like clickbait all the time. But that's mostly, I think, because I'm like really trying to like present my content as like interesting, and basically a lot of my video titles are me thinking to myself like, why would anyone care about this? Like, why would anyone click this? And trying to give a compelling reason as to why they might be interested in it. Because I like my content. I think that my content is good. Good enough, anyway. Can be better. Can be better. There's a lot I want to improve on. 11 says, it's a big US New England thing, especially with farming communities. Used to be a way for people to show off crafts, prize-winning animals or veggies. They're showcasing of horses and such, but these days it's all for random food trucks, random store sales, tons of hot tubs for sales, and other randomness. That sounds awesome. It sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. We don't really get, we get like the occasional fair here. There's like a theme park that like shows up every so often called Thunderland, and I almost died at it. I think I told the story here before, where I was like trapped in the machine, and the machine like, I wasn't trapped in the machine. The machine like, the handlebar thing came loose, and I had to like hold it closed. It's like one of those spinny wheel things. It was absolutely terrifying. I have to steal one of these horses, but I guess I should kill these people first. I'm getting arrows though at the meantime. Hey, this medic is attacking me. It feels like it's against like the Geneva Convention or something. Come on, bro, don't hit me. Don't hit me. Oh, I can like shoot him with my unholy power. Nice, got a big crit there. Got a big crit, feels good. Oh my god. It's like never ending. Can I heal myself with this? Oh no, you can't. That feels like kinda weird that I can't heal myself with my own powers. It's like a very oddly kind of like, it's like almost an offensive heal. Very wild. Alright, let's pop that up. So we don't want to grab that yet. We need to kill more citizens of Havenshire. I thought we killed them all. Weren't they all the peasants? No, I guess not. Oh, I gotta kill these guys. The ones who are like running. No mercy, says the Lich King to me. Oh my goodness. Content is good, agreed, says Lima Dink. It was a good video, but it has me pumped for the chapter house video. Yeah, it's still gonna be a little bit, it's still a little bit more going on. I'm still like in the research phase. So, that video that I did today was originally going to be part of the chapter house video, but I figured that it was probably like important enough to have a video focus, like a topic, like a video on that specifically, because it just felt really, it felt like a very important topic, and it also had kind of been made very relevant, I think, by the Magic the Gathering sets coming out, and so people were like, wait, why are like Games Workshop not crediting the artists? And I just thought it was a good opportunity. I like to try and plan my videos, or not plan them because you can't really plan them, but I like to create my videos in response to like something topical, just because it means that there's a more interest in the topic. So like if I were to do like crediting artists or anything like that, just like randomly like one Tuesday, people might not be as interested than if, say, I were to do it now when there's like a little bit of a conversation already going on about it. So I have like topics that I'm kind of like holding on to that one day I will talk about. Although off the top of my head, I think I've hit most of them now. As I say, Games Workshop has really run the gamut this year. There's Carnival Rides too, says Lemon. Carnival Rides are awesome. Though I'm kind of terrified of any non-big theme park carnival ride these days. Yo, iTuser, how's it going? How's it going? I got a new job, so I can donate to you if I want. Well, very nice, iTuser. Congratulations, though. Congratulations on your job. Hi, what is it? These are not hounds. These are hyenas. Look at these things. They're not hounds. Are you excited for your new job, iTuster? Are you excited? There's always like a little bit of a, what do you call it? Like a honeymoon period with a new job, I find. I've worked like a lot of different jobs. And they're always the best at first, so enjoy it. When everything's novel, you know, and new. It's always fun. Although a little bit nerve-wracking too, you know, as you're like meeting new people and stuff. Alignment says that I wanted to avoid losing all the expensive food I had eaten, so it was a no-no. I'm very good on rides. I don't really get sick at all from them. Like I don't get motion sickness or anything. Same with like 3D and stuff. I think it's because I worked for so long on boats. And there's been times where like literally the floor is like going like that, you know, and you're just trying to stand up. Got the old sea legs, right? And I kind of think that it might be because of that. So I'm very good with like motion sickness and stuff. My new job is okay. If only I didn't have to wake up at 5 a.m. Oof, that is always very rough. A 5 a.m. start's pretty rough. A 5 a.m. start is very rough. No staying up late at night. What was I meant to steal? I was stealing a... Was there something specific I was meant to steal, or... Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, that's that guy I was told to watch out about. Let's run for it. Oh, he's coming for me. He's coming for me. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Sighton says, yep, I love that video. People wouldn't have been able to concentrate on the matter of not crediting GW creators. You did well to release it independently. Thank you, Sighton. Yeah. I kind of, as it got kind of bigger and bigger, and I sort of thought about it more, and then I started being like, because this is something I've seen like so often, like bandied about why don't Games Workshop credit their artists. It's like a conversation that happens a lot in the community, and whenever the Magic the Gathering stuff had come out, I kind of thought, that the basically how it goes is this, right? Any single time that you get like a conversation about the crediting of artists, people always bring up the harassment stuff. They always bring up Matt Ward, like every single time. I don't think I've ever seen a conversation occur where it's not like the first thing that people bring up. Even in like the comments of the Twitter thread that I made where I was posting about this video, people were like, yeah, it's Matt Ward, you know? And I was like, is it? Like, I've never really quite bought that excuse, to be honest. I was there for like when Matt Ward was like, I wasn't like leading the charge, but I was around whenever Matt Ward was getting a lot of harassment, and he did. And it kind of built up over the years, but I never remember that being like really an inciting incident for this sort of stuff. And it happened at a very random time. Like Matt Ward was still working there for a while. He just kind of left and it still remained on, you know? So I've just never really bought that argument. Second to that is then obviously the one that I've always, this is, so going into that video, or like before this video, I always thought that it was because Games Workshop wanted to blunt the negotiation power of their freelancers, basically. They didn't want the freelancers being able to negotiate for better pay. And they also wanted to sort of harmonize their brand, right? It was like, and I think that is still true. I think there's an element of that sort of maintains the policy. But the inciting incident, I think, without a doubt, in my mind, is the Chapter House trial. I'm trying to find, where the hell am I bringing this horse? Where does this go? Finally I have more money to feed my Warhammer addiction, says iToaster. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. That's always the big thing, right? Let's see. Did I just bring it to, like, this pile? I can't remember who gave me this quest. I thought it was him, but it wasn't him. It was like a... It wasn't him either. Was it over here? No, it wasn't her. Was it someone on a horsey already? I think it was someone on a horsey already. Oh, no, it was him. It was Salinar the Horseman. Wait. What the hell? Okay, let me double check this. Once you acquire it, return it to me. Okay. Deliver. Oh, okay. Sorry. It was like an ability. It was an ability I had to deliver it. Okay, might be. Grand Theft Palumu. Now for the true test. Can you show mastery over an unbound charger and brutally overtake the thing that you desire most? Ding-a-ling a ding-dong. So I'll take that. Oh, I got 3 talents now. What way are we gonna go? Are we gonna go to Blood, Froster, and Holy? I remember there was like a very broken build. Wasn't there like a very broken build? I think there was. I have to be quieter now. because of my parents. My parents are sleeping because they work normal hours. It's now midnight. Shh. I really shouldn't be drinking lemonade. Okay. I'm actually not sure. I'm gonna have to have a look. So let's do this from Selenor. Selenor the Horseman wants challenge you to slay the Dark Rider of Arthas. Okay, let's do this. What's going on? Okay. I thought it was just gonna be a fellow on a horse. I should have read the quest text. Okay. The horse you stole has been taken to the realm of Shadow. It is there the Dark Rider will slay the beast and raise it as a death charger. If you accept, I will challenge you to the Shadow World. So you gotta in the open field south of us. Okay, so I gotta go south. Sure. Dyrus says, God, splitting points across talent trees brings back memories. Talent trees are the best. It was so sad. It was so sad when they got rid of them. I was not a fan of that. I was not a fan of getting rid of the talent trees. Okay, it looks like we found ourselves a Dark Rider of Arthas, or the Dark Rider. Or no, just a Dark Rider. Okay. Come face me, bro. Okay.
Not ready. I can't do that yet.
Let's stab this guy. You can't see it, but looking for a group right now is talking about Mankirk's wife. So enjoy that. Enjoy that knowledge. Enjoy that knowledge. Just ordered new kilograms of resin, nitrile gloves, and 6 bottles of isopropyl. No, I hate that word. I can never say it. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. What's this? Horseman's Call. Return to Death's Breach and call for Selenor the Horseman. Must be in Death's Breach to use. Ooh, this guy's gonna, like, kill me. Look at my health. My health's actually really low. Let's... Is there any escape?
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
For real. I'm actually gonna die here, which is kind of annoying. Because I don't feel like there was any way out of that. What's this? That's kind of annoying. I have to run down, I think, and get a horse now. Again. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, that was very frustrating. God damn. What the hell? Right. I have a health potion too, so I gotta pop that on the old health bar. And while we're running, we're gonna look through the talent tree. Right, so blood runes. Maybe we want to go for blood. Blood's kind of spooky. Plus, it kind of fits the blood knight thing or the death knight thing. Kind of go on blood, because we're high elf or a blood elf, you know. On appeal horse is pretty sweet though, because it increases your movement speed by a bunch. So I like that. It's really hard to turn up movement speed.
Isn't ready yet.
It's really hard to like say no to movement speed. What else have we got? Chance to hit. What's its capstone? Let's see what the capstones are. That's usually the best way to choose, because the capstone should sort of synthesize the idea of the talent tree. So we got a gargoyle. You summon a gargoyle. So I'm guessing this is like a summony one. I think you get a ghoul or something in this one, don't you? I think you get a ghoul.
I need to
There's
get
definitely
closer.
you definitely get
That
some
spell
sort
is
of
charging. I can't
spawn
cast that yet.
somewhere. I think this might be it. Master of Ghouls, yeah, Knight of the Dead, yeah, okay, yeah, so they're all about that. Frost, if I remember correctly, is like
That's still
the tanky spec, if I'm correct. Let's see, Howling Blast, blast a target with frigid wind, dealing 198 to 214 frost damage to all enemies within 10 yards. And then finally, Blood is dancing weapon, so it's a second room weapon that fights, doing the same attacks as the Death Knight, but for 50%. Okay. Sure. I think we'll just go Blood, honestly. Blood heals itself. I don't know which pass state this is. It launched Frost DKs with a tank. At the end, Blood with the tanks. Alright, well, let's go for Blood, and we'll just see what we got. Let's see what we do. Butchery is whenever you kill an enemy that grants experience, you generate up to 10 runic power. We honestly have not been struggling with runic power, though. Blade Barrier. When your blood runes are on cooldown, you gain the Blade Barrier effect. We don't have blood. Oh, right, we do actually. Those are those little runes. Subversion is increase the critical strike chance of Blood Strike, Heart Strike Obliterate, which is threat generated while in blood or unholy. Oh, okay, so blood will be not. Oh, I feel so... Oh, I need to look up a guide. Is what I need. I kind of want to tank, though. I kind of like tanking. So maybe I want to go Frost, then. Huh. It's hard to say. I kind of dig the idea of being able to heal, though. I kind of like the idea of healing, but also being a tank. Kind of like that. I need to find... Who am I looking for? I'm looking for the Horseman. Okay, here he is. Yep. Sure. Return to him in the world of the living. Damn, that's all I had to do. That's all I had to do, but that dude killed me. How frustrating is that? Right, let's find the skeleton. I hated Death Knight blood tanks as a priest and paladin healer. Their health bar didn't change. It flickered. Tons of healers would overheal into the blood DK because you couldn't really react or manage their HP as a tank healer. Fair, but on the other hand, the fun thing about that is I can be like super, what's the word for it? Like independent. So let's, oh, I guess let's go for the one that looks the coolest. Ooh, that one's really nice. Because none of them are different, right? They're all the same. They're basically like reducing shadow resistance. Who cares? Let's go for this purple one. Feels like the purple one is cooler looking in my opinion. So let's go for Sky Darkener, Shroud of the Unholy. Nice. Let's put that on. Very cool. Blood is the best for leveling. Then that's what I shall go for. That's what I shall go for. All right. Prince Valinar. I can't even remember it.
Do you feel it, Moloch? That sensation is raw power coursing through your body. Such a thing cannot exist for mortals. The front lines are now dismantled. The Geist will finish the job and prepare the grounds for Reservius to turn our attention now to more tactical targets.
I picked the wrong voice for this guy. This one is a mistake. It's not another Horseman, if I remember. It's just a nice fella. Funnily enough, actually, I was watching the Warhammer Plus, the Blood Angels TV show, and like, there's a tech marine in that, and he's just like some fella. He's like the most normal sounding guy ever. He's just like some guy. Sounds like he would have a couple of beers with you. Okay, so we got Sigil of the Dark Rider, increases the damage dealt by your blood strike. Nice, I'll take that. And we got a new ring, which I presume is better than the previous ring. Okay. Nice. And as a child of the times of crystal shining vampires, I like the vampire aesthetic, says Scython. The vampire aesthetic is good, you know? Sorry, I'm getting whispered by people that I know. You're asking me that I just got a whisper there that said the sickness. They know I've relapsed. I have relapsed. What can I say? One must just embrace it. Right, no more voice acting for this guy. It hurts. Okay, Chaos Moloch. The Crusade is in a frenzy. They have diverted all forces outside of New Avalon to set up a blockade at Light's Point east of here. They are desperately trying to strip the Havenshire mine of all resources and loot the cargo aboard the frigates they have docked on the coast. So let's stir things up a little bit, shall we? Gothic the Harvester, Grand Necromancer of the Lich King, has graced us with his presence. He has gift that he'd like to bestow. Okay, Gothic the Harvester. Wasn't he the guy that made you dance? I think he was the guy that made you dance, right? He made you dance around, I think. Here he is. I think he was a fun boss. You fought hard to invade the realm with a harvester. Wait, I'm guessing that's the voice line he did, like in Naxxramas as a raid boss. Gothic looks at his notes. My apologies, Blood Knight. Blood Elf. Old habits die hard. A Valanar sent you then. I trust you're somewhat competent. I do have a gift for the Scarlet Dogs. Okay. I've come from the frozen heart of Naxxramas to feast on souls and deliver a vicious thrashing upon our sworn enemies, and I'm all out of souls. This device I'm about to give you is a portable plague spreader. Take it east to the Havenshire mines and unleash it near the Scarlet Miners working inside. Use it to turn the miners into ghouls and return it to me when you have a small army at your side. Okay, I have saved a special place for them in the vacuum cleaner of souls. Okay, that sounds like a pretty wet and wild plan, but I'm a fan. I like it. All right, let's do this. So we gotta go screw over some some dudes, some peasants, which isn't an unusual occurrence, I don't think. Didn't I get like a horse? Did I not get a horse? I thought I got a horse. Did I just never get a horse? Was that a spell? I think it is. I think it's like a spell for these guys, isn't it? Is it Unholy? Blood Plague, Death Coil, Death Grip, Icy Touch, Runic Focus, Blood Slug, Forceful. See, it's wild because the Forceful Deflection, which is a tank ability, is in the Blood Tree, but then Frost seems to be so... Huh. I guess because it really was, like, the first, like, crazy hybrid class, if I remember right. I think they wanted, like, all the trees to be able to do everything, if I remember right. You have to do a quest for them. Ah, okay. Sure. I can do that. I can do quests. I can do quests. Somebody's looking for quests. Ooh, a Librum of Veracity. What's this? It's a book. Some fella who wants to kill for Illidan. The hell is this? Okay. Fair enough. Pretty wild. Oh, do we do this? Oh, we've got to bestow the gift on the miners, apparently. So let's kill these guys. Oh, hey, look, it's that,
I can't do that yet.
it's the scene for that moral equation where you've got to decide, you know, if there's 5 people tied up there and 1 person tied up there, you know, which one you're going to go for. And why is it the 5 people? Because you want to optimize your experience gain, obviously. Okay. Oh, whoops. I'm not meant to kill these guys. I meant to ghoul them.
I need a target.
Whoops. Accidentally killed the guy before ghouling him. That was a mistake. Let's ghoul some more fools. Let's gather up a bunch. Oh, I only got 1 there. I felt like I could have got more. Let's hit this guy. Let's hit this guy. Okay, let's hit this guy. Alright. Now we got ghouling. Why didn't that guy ghoul? How many ghouls we got here? We got 1, 2. We got 4 ghouls. We got 4 ghouls. That's not enough ghouls. We need more ghouls. We need way more ghouls than that. That's the quest. The gift that keeps on giving, right? Remember that one well. Oh, wait. This guy just became a ghost. He didn't become a ghoul. What gives? We need more ghouls. We're all about the ghoul in life. Alright, let's... Dead versus dead. It's very sad to see dead on dead violence. It really is. It's just, you don't expect it, you know? Nothing can prepare you for it. Oh my god. This last guy is being very annoying. Right, that guy better turn into a ghoul. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, okay. He did. He became a ghoul. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for more ghouls. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do is we're not going to commit to damage, to DPS, because I kind of wouldn't mind tanking. So, we're not going to take up the threat generation lure. I think what we'll do is we'll do whenever blood runes are on cooldown, you gain a blade barrier, which decreases damage. Or, no, we're going to take butchery. Whenever you kill an enemy that grants experience, you generate up to 10 runic power. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do butchery, and then we'll put 1, 2, 3. Cool. All right. Let's bring these guys back to Gothic the Harvester, you know, for the fun times. And then this is 200 weapon specialization. I guess we could do that. Here we go. Take my ghouls. Take the ghouls. Okay, cool. Oh my god, they all just jump in. They all just leap in. Woo! That's pretty awesome. I like that. Alright, they now know that the mines are no longer safe. They will double their efforts in retreating, leaving their backs open to us. Very good. I can do that. I can accept this. Alright, we got ourselves another little trinket. A little trinket. Just a little trinket. Alright, only the Scarlet Forces at New Avalon and Light's Point challenge us. The time to attack the Scarlet Fleet at Light's Point has come. The diversion at the mine has caused chaos amidst their ranks. They are frantically working to clear the area and return to their ships. I'll be honest, they kind of put their mine very close to, like, this massive undead citadel. The time is ripe. Prince Valinar is seizing this opportunity to finish off the Scarlet Fleet. Report to him at once. Prince Valinar at Death's Breach. Damn, I knew I chose the wrong voice for that guy. He's gonna be every single one. Alright, so let's put this up battery by 1. Put blade barrier up 3. And then what do we want? Do we want armor? Increase your attack power for every 180 armor. Doesn't seem very good. Doesn't seem very good. How much armor have we got? Let's do that. We have 3,543. That's like numbers. Whereas percent of blood, you have a 50% chance after dodging, parrying, or taking damage to gain the scent of blood, causing your next melee hit to generate 10 runic power. That could be good. And increase the damage you deal with 200 melee weapons. I think that's incredible. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we're going to do a little bit of damage, but then also, you know, we want to go mitigation as well. An attack of opportunity. You've served us well, Death Knight. Few of your brethren have survived our initial attack upon the Scarlet Interlopers. Really, all like the other Death Knights are dying. That's pretty sad. I haven't died once, by the way. You remain as one of the strongest. If Prince Valinor nods. East of us, past the Havenshire Mine, is the coast, called Lights Point by the Scarlet Crusade. 1,000 soldiers stand between us and their ships. Insurmountable? Hardly the point. In their haste, the Crusade will make one fatal error, forgetting to check the mine carts. You're to return to Havenshire Mine, east of here, and locate the minecart that my minions have... My minions. Oh no. Oh no, I'm thinking of that other hobby that we all know. That other luxury hobby. Have planted near the outhouse. Climb inside the minecart, and a Scarlet Miner will unwittingly see to it that you're placed safely behind enemy lines. Once aboard one of their ships, use the cannons against them. Slaughter them all! Call the Scourge Griffin from the cannon when you're ready to return. Sure thing, Chief. I can do that. Can you really call it dying, though? I agree, Zython. It's not really the same, you know? It's like, kind of, it's a half and half deal. It's a half and half deal. So I just gotta run down here and jump in a minecart, I think, is what has to go down. I think that's what I'm up to. Oh, man. We return again. And then, I think I kind of vaguely remember this. I think I hide in a minecart. And then... So... Oh, where the hell... Which one, though? Which minecart? Is it just here? Or is it... There was like a guy pushing a minecart earlier. Did I just jump in? Or what? This doesn't feel... I feel like I should be clicking something. Near the outhouse.
I can't attack them.
So I'm looking for the outhouse. I think the outhouse is up here. Minecart roller coaster, says Dramp. We're getting ready. Okay, here we go. The inconspicuous minecart. Nice. Where'd this come from? I better get this down to the ships before this foreman sees it. Very nice. How exciting is that? Thank you very much for the subscription, Corey at Ball. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Can we get some hype? Can we get some hype in the chat, please, guys? Thank you very much. Oh, I see. I'm not the only spy. I'm not the only scared spy. Thank you, Pixie. God, I love those little emojis. They always make me smile. Yeah, there's a lot of land cannon as opposed to the sea cannon, and a lot of Scarlet Fleet defenders, scoped rifles too. So you know these guys mean business. They look kind of dumb though, to be honest, with their tabards and then the big, massive, goofy helmets, like the Targaryen style helmets right there. That is some goofy stuff. I'm loving it. We're the Sand Boys. We're gonna protect this beach. With the Beach Boys protecting the beach from the old nasty undead. Okay. And then our goal is to like, I'll just leave this here. Nobody will be the wiser. This guy just is gonna get like so many people killed. That like one dude being super lazy is like the result of this is going to be an absolute doom upon... My god, what have you done, Ted? What did you do, Ted? You left it in the wrong space, Ted. Alright, let's kill some more of these guys. The Scourge is broken through. Yeah, I'd be panicking right now. If my own cannons had like turned on me and were shooting me in the back, I would be fearful. I'd be very fearful. Yeah, I'm just slamming through these guys. It's not an effort. Not an effort. Alright. God, I can't stop though. I need to get out of here. Oh wow, I'm gonna die. Okay, that's gonna get me killed. Oh, Skeleton Griffin escape. Alright, okay, cool. I was like, I almost died there. Because I leapt out of that cannon and was just shot by everybody almost immediately. Nice. Okay. I love this environment. This is the thing. I love this. MMOs stopped doing this. They stopped doing this. I love when it's nighttime, when it's like nighttime in real life. I like it whenever the time of day correlates with the... There's like no music here. Is that correct? I want a little bit of music. I hate it whenever like they do like day-night cycles. People complain, you see, that if they're basically they can only play the game at certain times. So like they only get in like 8 p.m. in the evening, so they only ever get to play at night. And I have some sympathy for that, but like not enough to like be like for the immersion to be damaged to everybody else. I think this is so immersive, having it be nighttime whenever you're in it, and then daytime whenever it's daytime in real life. I think that's so much fun. Having the day-night cycles like change like a lot faster. I get like for variety it might be desired, but I don't think so. Okay, the entire Scarlet Fleet wiped out in a matter of minutes. Wow, he's very happy about this. Very happy about all this murder. I think guys, I think we might be the baddies. I think are we the bad guys? I will receive a commendation from the Lich King for this. All that remains of the Scarlet Crusade now are the denizens of New Avalon. I'll set the Firestarters and Necromancers upon Havenshire immediately. You will carry my report to the High Lord. Sure thing, Chief. I'll put on these new bracers as well. Prince Valinor has you a sealed scroll. This is the full report of our victory at Death's Breach. You're to deliver this to High Lord Mograine inside Acheris. I have made sure to include your heroics in the report. Mograine will undoubtedly reward you greatly for this victory, Moloch. Go now. Sure thing, Chief. Alright, so we're getting out of our robes then. We're getting some new bracers, some new leggings. Scython, are we the baddies? Drew Carry player be like, look, aren't the Dark Eldar are the goodies of Warhammer, alright? They are the goodies. I thought I would teleport up. It felt like a homing beacon. They are the heroes of Warhammer 40k. It's just Games Workshop haven't quite realized it yet, because they haven't looked at things from the Dark Eldar's perspective. Has been the big problem. They're always looking at things from the Imperial perspective, but looking at things from the Dark Eldar perspective. Like from the Dark Eldar's perspective, you know, oh, I love this movement speed I got going on. Dominion. While you're in there, you move 75% faster. I'm a big fan of that. A star. So we got a report. Oh, can I read the report before I give it? I cannot. It's sealed. Oh, they knew I was gonna be a little nosy Nancy. That's what I was gonna be. They knew I was gonna do that. I was certain you wouldn't make it back here in one piece, Death Knight. Perhaps there is more to you than I first surmised. High Lord Mograine leads over the report. The entire Scarlet Fleet. He nods. Did we destroy the entire Scarlet Fleet there? Is that what we did? That was pretty impressive, to be honest. Such power, Moloch. I've not seen such a display of domination in years, since my father wielded it. It does not matter. That's the old classic Lightbringer, right? It is not important. Yes, your commendation, lest I forget. Cool. Get some new pants. Did I get shoes earlier? No, I got some bad shoes earlier. Let's put on... Yeah, we got some new pants. Sweet. The will of the Lich King that drives us onwards, Moloch. None of us are more aware of this than Death Knights. Our very existence is intrinsically tied to this consciousness. Surely you've heard of him speak to you, invading your thoughts. I have actually heard that. So Arthas every so often is like making these noises, and it's like going straight into my brains. And you can hear it. You can hear it if you pay attention to it, especially when I'm killing civilians. He was like getting really excited. Can you hear them now? Perhaps it is too early for you. Oh, thank you very much for the cheer. Thank you very much, Corey Ball. Happy Gaming Discourse, gonna lurk, working on some razor wire fences for Stargrave. That sounds like a lot of fun. I need to get more terrain going. I recently built the Warcry terrain, and the fidelity on that terrain is very nice. It's very high, like, quality, but what I will say is that it's very specific, and I'm not sure how you would go about expanding your terrain collection if that was all you had. Because you couldn't buy that set again, because all the pieces are, like, super bespoke to it. But I hope you enjoy. It is the will of the Lich King that drives us onwards, Moloch, and none are more aware of this. Oh, I already read this. Whatever. Return to the Death Breach and report to Prince Valinor. A lot Wait, whoa, hold on, hold the phone. Let's hear this guy again.
Ours is not to question, only to act. We
This-
exist only to serve him.
This guy has a very gnarly voice. It sounds very wild. It sounds very wild. The Disciples of Blood. I think these are my homies. Alright, Power of Blood, Frost, and Unholy. Within the Hall Command, you will find the Schools of Blood, Frost, and Unholy. Each school has a trainer that can provide you with knowledge of the various dark arts. They get rid of this later. They get rid of the whole training thing. I, Lord Thorval, am the headmaster of the School of Blood. Lady Alistra reigns over Unholy, and the Archlich, Amul Thazad, holds dominion over Frost. You must return here whenever you gain power and train. I just gained some power. Time for me to train. Shoes? You got shoes, Six Pixie? They are soulless. Let's see what they look like. They are actually soulless shoes, yeah. This is the vibe I got now. This is the vibe. Right, let's actually train. Yeah, I see training. Pestilence. Sure. So I guess he can teach me everything. Mind Freeze. Interrupting spell casting, that's pretty good. A rune of spell breaking. A 100 rune that deflects damage. Okay, and a 200 rune that deflects 4% of spell damage and reduces the duration of silence. Cool. A new death strike and raise the dead. Okay, so raise the dead is not specific. Right, so we now have a frost presence. So blood presence increases our damage and healing. Frost increases our stamina and contribution. So I think maybe in a dungeon we might want to be in Frost if we're tanking, but otherwise I think we want to be in Blood. Mind Freeze is like an interrupt, and then we had Unholy, we have Raise Dead, so let's check that out. Oh, you must apply Corpse Dust. Ooh, and then Blood Strike. Let's do Blood Strike on number 1. We're gonna do Blood Strike on 1. It is a deadly weapon that deals 75% weapon damage plus 84 and heals the Death Knight for 5% of the maximum health. Actually, do you know what? Let's let us deal. Let's use Plague Strike in 1. And then let's put Blood Strike here. And then Death Grip can stay at 2. And there was like Pestilence or something I think I picked up. It spreads existing blood plague. Yeah, let's do that on 7. Put this on 9.
I don't have a target.
Okay, cool. Actually, do you know what? Let's pop this here. I just like to try and figure things out. Okay. Soulless. Pixie, you gotta go to bed, Pixie. Well, have a lovely evening and have a good sleep. Have a good rest. Let's see. Return to Death's Bridge and return to Prince Valinor. I'm already level 57. I feel like I've been leveling up very fast. I got 5 unspent points. Okay, let's give me the Scent of Blood up to 3. Pretty sweet. Dark Conviction would be good. That seems to increase my ability to critically hit by 1%. Have a good night, Pixie. Let's see. Death Rune Mastery. Whenever you hit with Death Strike or Obliterate, there's a 3% chance that the runes will become Death Runes. Ooh, is that good? I don't know if that's good or not. Rune Tap converts a blood rune into health. That feels good. That feels good. And Dark Conviction, I think, is very good. Yeah, because it's just like critically hit, more chances. So let's do that. And that gave us a new spell, which is Rune Tap, which allows us to heal if we need it. Yeah, okay, cool. The problem is that one that turns things into Death Strike, into Death Runes, is that they... Oh, the Froster and Holy Runes will become Death Runes when they activate. Oh, so those are the ones that we don't usually need. But that we could use with blood. Okay, that has a little bit of utility, but it feels like utility right now. It doesn't feel like super important. I think the ability to crit more often will probably be more relevant for the purposes of leveling up. Oh, I wish I had a horse. Oh! This is phased. Is this the first time they had phasing in? Is this the first time that World of Warcraft had phasing, where things change depending on on what's going on. Because if you look, yeah, looks like this place is all on fire. And we've advanced. Whereas before it was filled with farmers and stuff. Nice. Nice. The will of the Lich King. Havenshire is ours. 1,000 corpses litter the ground, patiently awaiting rebirth. We strike now at our enemy with the awakened strength of the Scourge. The ghouls have already begun their assault upon New Avalon. Our forces have moved in behind them and taken the Crypt of Remembrance. Lovely. Sounds like a lovely little place. The attacks upon the gates of the last Scarlet Mansion have begun. Our ghouls are wearing the Crusade forces front line down, while we labour to fortify our new forward base. Venture south of the crypt, which borders New Avalon, and report to my dear brother Prince Kaliseth. He will be expecting you. Prepare yourself, Moloch, for you are about to witness the next stage of Scourge warfare. Domination! What was the first one? Ride now, Death Knight. Should I have my horse? Should I have my horse? Or not? Did I miss something? Death runes can't be used for any ability. Yes, it is fancy. Am I not meant to have my horse yet? I feel like I should have a horse. So I'm trying to get to the Crypt of Remembrance. Where the hell is that? Okay, let's see. Ooh, I hope I didn't miss a quest. Because the quests don't seem to be around. Should be one of your quests. 'Tis the dreaded activity. Read your quest log. I've been reading my quest log. It's just he keeps on telling me to ride places, and I like have to slowly walk there. And I'm like, was I meant to get my horse a while ago? Because I did that quest where I like rode away. Is there like something in my bag? Maybe that? A plague band? Did I not? I got to like watch this back. Yeah, I did that quest. I did the Grand Theft Palimanu. Oh god, I think I might need to Google this. Okay. Grand Theft Palimanu. Grand Theft Palimanu. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. Oh my god. What happens if I don't get a horse? Completion? What next? Okay. Into the Realm of Shadows happened after that, where we went into the shadows and I actually died. Rewards. Okay. I think we did that though. So I will learn Acarus Death Charger apparently. But I didn't. I think we did get that relic though, didn't we? We did get the relic. So let's see. Yeah, we got the Sigil of the Dark Rider from it, which is what we were meant to get. So where the hell is our goddamn horsey? We are owed one horsey. Am I missing it somewhere? Yeah, you gotta travel to it. I did, I traveled to it though. And now my horsey's missing. I want my horsey. Where's my horsey? Show all spell ranks. That's kind of wild. Maybe the mount menu. We are before the days of the mount menu. We are before the days of the mount menu. Huh. Is there any item in here I meant to click? Soulless shoes, we got those. Huh. That's kind of wild. Let me make sure that classic. Let's make sure. Because I think something has happened. I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think something has happened. We are in... Okay, so I need to look up classic WoW. What happens if the horse... What happens if the horse is not in your log? People are saying you can press Control P for your mount. Have a look in your spell book under Pets tab. There's like all these different eras. I'm on like Wowhead, and like there's all these different like eras of WoW, World of Warcraft. People are like saying, "Oh, check your horse tab." Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling. There's no... Yeah. So, that's kind of funky. I think this is bugged. I think I've actually bugged this out or something. Let's see. Okay. Huh. Right, I've seen other people this happen to them. Okay. Look in your pets tab. Oh my god, there is a pets tab. Oh wow. Jeez. Yeah, there it is. Problem solved. Cool. So they had like a pets tab at this stage where mounts go. Wow. That's pretty wild. I don't remember that at all. Okay, now where the hell are we going? So we're going venture south. Okay, I can go south. And we're looking for like a crypt. We're keeping our eyes peeled for a crypt of some kind. The my menu is the pets tab, yeah. So a lot of these systems like evolved over time. Oh, here's a quest. From Noth the Plaguebringer. I actually remember him. I think he's in like the Western Plaguelands. Look at this pumpkin patch. Notice anything missing? Of course you don't, because you're a moron. Wow. This guy's pretty cruel. Your brain was probably the first thing to die. That's the good and he got us there. Noth sighs. I have commanded to put together a plague cauldron. You will help me. Directly inside the gate of New Avalon is the inn. Enter the inn, steal an empty cauldron, then go to the forge, also near the gate, and steal some iron chains. Bring those back to me along with 10 Crusader skulls. This I can do. I can do all of these things. I can bring skulls. I am the skull taker. That's what they call me, as Moloch the Skull Taker. Okay, let's ride on down to here. Prince Kaliseth. Hail, Death Knight. I am the Blood Lord Kaliseth, ruler of the southeastern reaches of Northrend. The Lich King has sought to utilize my talents in ending this mortal affront to the Scourge. As with all things the Lich King asks of me, I am happy to oblige. Of course, a sea of endless souls to sate my thirst certainly sweetens the deal, don't you think? These guys have got like, it's like the blood, they're like blood elves, but they're like made into undead, so they've got this vibe about them. Uh-oh, beep boop. Oh no, it's coming. That's wild. No, they show up there after you tune. It says, yeah, you might be getting some fuzzy noise from the, it's on my side, I think. It's on my side. It would run and hide. I'm hoping in the new year to purchase a new CPU if I can afford it. Nothing less than total annihilation will suffice Moloch. To that end, a few hundred mindless ghouls assaulting the front gate of New Avalon will not do. We must infiltrate the inner sanctum and dispose of their officials. Ooh, we gotta cut the head off. Make your way to the New Avalon Town Hall southwest of here and assassinate the mayor. Search the building for the New Avalon registry and bring it to me. Okay, this I can do. Also got Baron Rivendare. This guy's badass. Where's he in? Is it Nax Ramus? Is he one of the 4 horsemen? Crusaders. Rivendare shakes his head. I am convinced they are a unique lot amongst the humans. My theory is they lack a higher brain function. That would describe the Black Templars. Lack of higher brain function. That would describe them. Yep. So evil smashing pumpkin quest, says Drimp. Ooh. Most humans would have fled the moment the Scourge and Necropolis took up residence in their airspace, not the Scarlet Crusade. I must confess, I rather enjoy our exchanges with the Crusade. Through the years, Scourge battles against them have resulted in several of the most tragic events in human history. Yet here we stand, again, locked in battle. We shan't deny them the pleasure of eternal servitude to the Lich King. Enter New Avalon and fulfill their death wish. Leave no survivors. Oh, we're gonna get some new shoes. Oh, very nice. They even have souls. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Mayor Quimby. Mayor Quimby. Perfect. So we gotta kill a bunch of soldiers. We gotta kill the mayor. We gotta get some chains. Let's do that. So I really like the phasing. The phasing is neat. Although I think later on it goes too much. I think everything ends up being phased by the final expansions of WoW. Absolutely everything. Really? Is this murder? Is this what they want from me? Let's take some skulls too. Very nice. I mean, Black Templars charge head-on into anti-tank fire. They have the highest attrition, the highest recruitment rate of all chapters. Well, except Belisarius Call. Yeah, I like the Black Templar. Like, of all of them, Black Templar are my favorite because they are the most kind of... They're the most Space Marine to me. Like, I get that for a lot of people, the Space Marines aren't that religious, I suppose, that they're more secular. But I like my Space Marines being super duper like into the Emperor. Like that's the vibe I like of them. Ooh, a Wanderer's shoulder pad of the monkey. Are they better than mine? No, I don't think so. Oh, a priest. I had best murder him. I didn't know they charged head first into the into anti-tank fire though. Like if there's one thing that could kill a Space Marine, it's probably anti-tank fire for sure. So you're trick-or-treating for skulls. I am Drip. I like that. I am trick-or-treating for skulls, yes. That's exactly what I'm doing. Secular abhumanism, says Zan. Yeah, like that, correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems to be like a vibe that a lot of people really enjoy in Warhammer. The sort of like the like, it's kind of weird, right? Because the Space Marines, especially the Primaris, seem to get depicted as like secular, but all of their architecture and stuff is so clearly like Imperium designed from their like chapter monasteries and stuff. Like for me, the first time I met a Space Marine was in Dawn of War, and so it's very like, it cemented my idea in my brain of what a Space Marine was, and it was a very religious grouping. You know, like Dawn of War depicted them as very religious, and to be honest, I don't read like a ton of extended media anymore about Space Marines. I just don't. Like, it's not really something I'm interested in. The first time I've ever actually seen Space Marines stand and chat to each other in a really long time is Angels of Death, the Blood Angels, like CGI, like Warhammer Plus show. That was like the first time I'd seen Space Marines stand and talk to one another in absolutely forever. Like actually converse. And I was pleasantly surprised at like how individual they kind of were. But then on the other hand, it was also like, you know, I kind of like my Space Marines to be the faceless fighters. I think an Ultimate Captain would get an aneurysm from watching a tactical service go video feed of a Black Templar battle. Yeah, maybe. It's kind of what I dislike about the Ultramarines, though. They're very like normie, you know? Like they kind of like they're very like, we're just trying to do our best. I liked the Ultramarines when they were super. Wait, I can collect more than just the quest amount of skulls. That is interesting. I like Space Marines when they're like super duper flawed. I think I did a video on this actually. I did a video on this once about the changes that I would make to the 40k setting. And one of them was that I would make the Space Marines incredibly flawed and scary. And like I would have the Ultramarines following the Codex Astartes to an absolute fault. Like to an exaggerated fault. And just to me, that always seemed like really cool, right? That the Space Marines are like kind of spooky, and they're not necessarily like on the side of the Imperium. Like the Space Marines think they are. Oh yeah, they're the old human models. Nice. They have like bigger people in this one. Nice. That the Space Marines think that they're on the side of the Imperium, I guess, but they aren't really. Ooh. They're mad, you know, that they go around collecting from planets people that they want. That guy respawned very, very quickly. A little bit too quickly, honestly. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna... He's gonna keep... Got it. Okay, cool. That guy hitting you with a book. That's wild, isn't it? Like, they're just coming at me. They're like, with knowledge, we can beat anything. Zan says, Ultramarines chapter tactics should be called best practices. It's not necessarily the best, though. Like, I feel like the Codex's stardate should be very prescriptive. And to not follow what the Codex preaches is, like, very bad. Even though it's like, oh my god, they're all running. Look at this. Is this the best the Scourge can do? Oh my god. There's people fighting me. I need to heal. Oh, right, let's drink that potion. Yeah, we needed it. Okay. Let's kill this guy. This guy is, like, getting really crazy strong. Whoa. Whoa, what happened there? Raise me, bro. Raise me. Holy hell. Okay. That was pretty wild. Let's take this. Alright, let's go number two. Let's go number two. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Fwah. This guy was a problem before. Oh, he's not a problem this time. No, she's a problem. Okay. Alright. Fine. Alright, let's just take this a little bit slower and like running into the middle of them and frightening them all. As fun as that was. Because it was fun to like do that. Ooh, what's that? I saw a membership card? The Hot Club membership card. Very nice. I played Dawn of War after reading Ryan's World. No religious there since I can accept the Imperial cult. I view the Imperial cult though as like intrinsically religious. You know? Like I understand that they may only be masking with the sort of the discourse of religion and theology, and maybe in reality they aren't. Because that's the weird thing about the Space Marines. Like they... Like, when Rukbult Guilliman comes back, like, he knows the Emperor, right? He knows that, like, the entire Imperium thing is not what the Emperor intended. And I think that fundamentally kind of breaks the setting a little bit. Like, the whole irony, the entire dramatic irony is that the Imperium is what it is. And now that we have, like, Rukbult Guilliman, it feels like he's going to, like, fix the Imperium. Like, I can really see them going that way. And I don't like that. I don't think the Imperium should be fixed. In a way, it feels like Games Workshop are already saying that the Imperium has been fixed. Because what have they done? They let Rubik Guilliman... Now, I did not read the book series in this, it should be said. Because there was a series of books on this, and I did not read them. But from what I understand, Rubik Guilliman literally, like, assassinated half of the High Lords of Terra. And then, like, became the Lord. And, like, to me... That's just such a fanciful thing. Like, people... like, I get that the setting exists to be manipulated by the writers, right? Like, the setting is the setting as they write them. But to me, it absolutely blows my suspension of disbelief in the setting away whenever someone can walk in and literally, like, kill the head of the church in the Imperium of Man. And it's not even, like, a hidden assassination as far as I was aware. Like, he just asserted control as, like, an autocrat, basically, and was like, I'm going to speak with the Emperor's word. I'm an autocrat now. And there was a previous person who did that. It was called Van Dyer. It was during the Age of Blood, right? And that was a big problem for the Imperium. And I'd like to see Rubik Guilliman get treated the same way by the Imperium. I'd like to see him be like treated as like, oh, this guy's going to upset stuff. Because like systems like the Imperium don't change. And I get that. I think where Guilliman is right now, it's like, oh, I'm not going to try and change it because this can't be changed. But I think that over time, Games Workshop will change it because it's more marketable to like not have the Imperium the way they are right now, ultimately. And like, if we know anything about Games Workshop, it is that they will change stuff to be more marketable for sure. Like the entire, like, what is the Primaris, you know? Red Roid Rage. Yeah, Dream. It's pretty intense. It was pretty spooky as well. They really did kill me there. Right, I need to get to, I think, to the Forge, which I did see earlier. Zan says, it's like they conduct warfare based on the standardized manual designed by the Ultramarines Committee on Process and Engagement. Cope. Yeah. No, exactly, right. Like, it's very formalized warfare, which means that they should not be able to handle unexpected things. In fact, I think that they should have been devastated by the Tyranids because they didn't have tactics for it. And they weren't used to, like, thinking outside the box, you know? They didn't have that, like, flexibility of conceptualizing, like, tactics. They basically followed their rules because it's a Bible, you know. But this is like, at this stage we're getting into like fan canon. This is like my head canon for Space Marines that I personally prefer. I don't think that this is actually supported at all by the canon. But one of the things that you quickly realize, I think, when you've been like a fan of Warhammer for what, 20 years now, is that actually none of the lore matters. Because the lore has changed. I've watched it change. Like the themes and tones and stuff, and like what the lore's about and what things mean, it's all changed. So you just have to, like, you know, to me, like, the lore is still what I read about, like, in 2005, 2006. To me, that's still the lore. But a lot of that has been retconned now. It just is what it is. So you just kind of have to accept it, you know? I'm not bitter or anything. I'm like, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are like very bitter about changes and stuff to the lore. I don't like changes to the lore, and I'll make my opinion known about that. But I'm not like bitter or anything. What I get bitter about are things like the price changes and stuff, and the sort of like practices, because that actively impedes on my ability to play with my little toy soldiers, and that's really upsetting. You're quite effective with that blade, Mullock. Perhaps Lich King permitting you would be interested in becoming one of my minions. Strathon was looking for a new mayor. Yes, I'll be the mayor. And one of the things as well that really annoys me about the like price rises in the boxes and stuff is that I've got a lot of friends who did play Warhammer, and they have all been priced out, like, slowly. Not all of them, I should say, but most of them have been priced out of the hobby. There's nowhere to run. This registry will tell us many things about the scarlet insects. My voice is going, man. Oof. Callus have flipped through the pages of the registry. Death rates, births, most importantly movement. Look here, Moloch. They have already sent 3 vessels abroad. Let me see here. Where are they? What? That is impossible. They sailed to Northrend? Beside the coordinates are the words Crimson Dawn. Hell yeah. Scarlet Crusade, man. Scourge come down, try to wipe out the Scarlet Crusade. Scarlet Crusade jump on a bunch of boats, sail to Northrend. Go take them. In my travels across this world, I have made several interesting discoveries. For instance, did you know that with the proper amount of encouragement, one can extract all the truth that a man dares hide? As luck would have it, I happen to have some encouragement on hand. These are my persuaders. Equip them and take to the field, Death Knight. Apply the pointy ends to the soldier of New Avalon. Discover the truth about this Crimson Dawn. Sure, I can do that, but I'll probably do it. I will probably do it next time. I think we're gonna close it off there, guys. It's been a ton of fun, but my voice is starting to go. It's very late, so I have to be very quiet. I prefer to do a little bit more boisterous. I like to be loud. I'm a very loud part. I don't know if you've noticed this, but like just naturally, I'm just a very loud, very excitable person. And it's hard for me to like restrain myself. So I'm not a fan of that. Zan says, I think that would be a really good opportunity for a story. I've seen people talk about wishing they could split Firstborn Primaris Space Marines into separate codices, so you could have an anti-Guilliman faction in the Imperium that comes with their own Primarch, maybe the Lion or Dorn, and you have 2 factions that's going to be legitimate Imperium. Zan, I will say this much: the last thing that Warhammer needs is another Primarch. I don't think that we need another Primarch. I don't know why Primarch is necessary, in my opinion, to like have this other faction. I think an anti-Guilliman faction should be honestly, like, this is like, once again, this is like fan casting, right? To me, Makarage should have been the empire that Rubik Guilliman walked into and took over. Should have been Makarage. Should have been like the Ultramarines, like this tiny, like Tau-sized empire, and he should have had that. And if I was the Church of Man, I would recognize Rubik Guilliman for what he is, which is a massive threat to my power base, to my ability to preach, right? You've got this guy who actually met the Emperor. And the first thing he says is stuff like, "Oh, this isn't what the Emperor wanted." Like, I would have had Ruba Gulliman be more like, "This isn't actually what the Emperor wanted. So let's reorganize stuff, right?" Because Ruba Gulliman is like an organizer, as far as I'm aware. Like, that's his thing. That's like his superpower, right? He's like really good at organizing stuff. So I would have had Ruba Gulliman just be like, "I'm going to organize the Imperium better," and everybody to like collectively lose their shit at this idea, because like one of the first things he'd do would be like, "Okay, we're going to get rid of the church." And so like I would have had the church declare him like excommunicatus, like he's a bad un, is what I would have had the church do, and literally condemn Ruba Gulliman and say that like he has to go. And so Ruba Gulliman would be forced to like retreat and hide like in Macrage and take the Ultramarines. Ultramarines are obviously loyal to their Primarch, of course. And basically you have like a kind of like an empire within an empire here that's like actively hostile, but not really, right? It's a complicated relationship because firstly, no Imperial soldier dude wants to fight the Ultramarines, and the Ultramarines don't really want to fight the Imperial forces as well, because Ruba Gulliman's like, you know, Cadia blows up and all that sort of stuff happens. It's like, okay, right, we need to like focus. So I think it would be like the mostly like the really religious people would be that, and I would say that have that faction rally around the High Lords of Terra should be the force, right? The Emperor should be the ones that they're on. They should be on the Emperor's side. That's who they're rallying around. Whereas the Ruba Gulliman faction is like the Ruba Gulliman faction, the ones that are like, we're following the Emperor's true word, and it should be like a religious schism almost in the empire. I think in the Imperium. I think that would be like a really interesting way to have gone, because that actually would have led to where I think Games Workshop want to go, which is where they want Ruba Gulliman to be like a goodie and kind of in charge of the Imperium, and I think they want to like reform the Imperium and have like a bunch of the Primarchs come back and sell the big massive miniatures, right? And I think that actually would have led that way nicer, because what could have happened was you could have actually had open conflict, you know, like with the Chaos having taken over Imperium Nihilus and then coming through the wee tender, I can't remember what you call that off the top of my head, the little like section of space that you can travel through, and then they invade that way and causing this like existential threat. And at that stage, the two sides kind of have to, you know, let bygones. I think that leads into like a really interesting conflict, and that means that there can be a winner. And I just think that would have been like a more interesting way to do it, and have done it over like years, you know, like rather than have it all happen like over like a year or two. I would have had it all happen over like a decade or two. This would have been like a really long-term story arc, in my opinion. And maybe if the Primaris had been dropped in like that, like the Primaris are like the Ultramarine guys at first, you know, they're like the new Ultramarine guys. I think that would have been pretty cool. I think that would have been kind of neat. Although, to be honest, if I had my way, I think I would have given. I don't think I would have done the Primaris thing. I think I would have just said, we've done a refresh, guys. Here's newer proportioned Space Marines that are proportioned better. but Games Workshop were really greedy. They wanted everybody to buy their collection twice, which was like kind of ruined the entire thing. Great game. Thanks a lot, Dream. Scython says, sleep well, Discourse. Thanks, Scython, you too. Oh, I pinned a message by accident. Well, thank you very much, Scython, in any case. I agree with you, but I'm just thinking about the legitimacy of a claim over Gulliman. Yeah, no, that's fair. I get you. I get what you're saying. I should say, I think that there will be, I think Dorn or whatever will come back. I think there will be another Primarch. I just think there will. That's just the setting now. It's kind of a problem for me. I feel like the setting is very superhero-esque. It feels kind of American at this stage. I don't mean that pejorative way. It feels like very like big personalities. And like there's always been kind of big personalities, but one of the things I really liked about Warhammer 40k's government, the Imperium, was that the leader was the head of state was the Emperor. That was like the leader, kind of that everyone rallied around. But the actual rulers are these faceless bureaucrats. And I kind of like that, because it sort of, the power itself was constantly shifting between all these politicians who were murdering and bickering. It was very impersonal. And I think that it being impersonal works for an evil empire. Because like the entire system is like a machine for pigs, you know? It's just this absolute hellscape, this galaxy-wide awful empire run by these faceless politicians who plot and scheme and kill each other. And that's like the best that the Imperium has to offer, you know? That's what this system churns out. And I think that's the best one. To have like this like Superman at the top of everything, able to like super organize everything, just kind of defeats it undercuts the entire purpose and goal and the message that the Imperium shines to me. But in any case, I think that is going to be me. It is the autonomous region of Ultramar. Yeah, I think that would have been a pretty cool one. I think that would have been cool. Like, I think the Space Marine players would have liked that as well. Honestly, I think Space Marine players would have liked the Civil War, and I would have had some chapters fall on the side of Rupert Goldman and had other chapters not. I think that would have been a really fun, like, it's like Horus Heresy 2.0 or something almost. You know, not quite as big, but there we go. Then we had Heresy 2, sis. I thought, yeah, exactly. I think that would have been big. I think that would have been a really cool moment to have. And then as that's happening, chaos strikes. You know, like as the Imperium is fracturing, chaos attacks. And that's like, a big moment, you know? Like chaos uses the time to like consolidate their hold of Imperium Nihilus. And like literally they're starting to take like half the Imperium. And then they launch a crusade through the big line, and the Imperium is divided. You know, not only in the fact that like the Imperium Nihilus has been lost, which is like half the Imperium, but also the remaining forces are like fighting each other. That would have been so cool. I would have really dug that. I thought it would have been a really fun one. But that's just my what I would have done. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, and I'll catch you next time. I should be streaming tomorrow. At 7 p.m. BST. I'll see you then. All right. Bye-bye.